Don't you wish you could do this?
Let me see your identification.
You don't need to see his identification.
We don't need to see his identification.
Or this?
You want to buy some death sticks?
You don't want to sell me death sticks.
I don't want to sell you death sticks.
You want to go home and rethink your life.
I want to go home and rethink my life.
Or this?
Drop your weapons!
It's okay that we're here.
It's okay that you're here. It's good.
You're relieved that we're here.
Thank goodness you're here. Welcome, guys.
It'd be pretty handy, wouldn't it? Well, what if there was some simple thing that you could do that maybe came kind of close? You'd want to know about it, right? Hey guys, my name's Hayden Richards. I'm an emergency physician and this is Comms Lab. On this channel we explore the art and science of communication to help you unlock the power of difficult conversations. Today we're going to take a look at the closest thing I've ever found to a Jedi mind trick for getting someone to do what you really need them to do quickly. It's probably a really minor change to what you're already doing, but you'll be amazed at how well it works. It's based on an experiment carried out by psychologist Alan Langer involving an administrative assistant and a photocopier, or as they were known in those days, a Xerox machine. The experiment took place in a busy office space where there was always a line of at least one or two people waiting to make some copies. In the experiment, the admin assistant would approach one of the people in line with the intention of cutting in front, and they would ask him one of these 3 questions. Excuse me, I have 5 copies to make. Can I use the Xerox machine? Excuse me, I have 5 copies to make. Can I use the Xerox machine? Because I'm in a rush. Excuse me, I have 5 copies to make. Can I use the Xerox machine? Because I have to make some copies. What do you think happened? With version 1, 60% of the people let the admin assistant skip the line. With version 2, 94% of people. With version 3, 93% of people. In other words, despite the fact that in version 3, the explanation really made no sense. Can I use the Xerox machine? Because I have to make some copies. It was still pretty much equally as successful as the version where the explanation at least made some sense. Can I use the Xerox machine? Because I'm in a rush. And both these versions were far more successful than the version when no explanation was offered at all. Can I use the Xerox machine? So what did these more successful strategies have in common? They included the word because. Because. Now I think the reason this works is that people just appreciate explanations. It's a sign of transparency. They like to know why they're being asked to do something. Even if the explanation is not the greatest explanation in the world, it still seems that any explanation is better than none. So how do I apply this kind of experimental data in my professional life? Well, let's say there's a situation where I need someone to do something, or maybe stop doing something, but I don't have time to sit down and build a whole relationship with them. So I just try to make a simple, polite request. And then I say, because, and then I give the most honest explanation I can. So rather than, hey, I'm so sorry, but can I ask you to tone down the swearing a bit? Maybe it'd sound something like, hey, I'm so sorry, but could I ask you to tone down the swearing a little bit? Because I'm worried that some of the other people here are finding it a little bit distressing. Rather than, hey, could I ask you to move to another seat? It might sound like, hey, could I ask you to move to another seat? Because we just need to move a trolley through here. And rather than, kids, can you brush your teeth now? It might sound something like, kids, can you brush your teeth now? Because it's really important we take good care of our teeth. And you know, it's so simple. Yet I have to admit, it seems to make a difference, with the possible exception of that last one. If anyone else has worked out how to get their kids to brush their teeth on command, please let me know in the comments below. Now, I make a new video like this every week. So if you're someone who has to have difficult conversations of any kind, and you'd like a reliable way to build your skills in this area over time, why not subscribe to the channel? Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.